Hello, my beautiful goddesses. Good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. This is Polkis, and I'm over here very excited to be talking about a very important and deep topic to my heart because it's something that we need to bring more up to surface and talk about it more. And this will help us live with more purpose, feel that we're living with intention and that we're feeling fulfilled in this journey of life. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Polkis, a life coach. And in this channel is where we talk about anything that has to do with inner work, personal development. We talk money, spirituality. So I invite you to check the channel out and subscribe if you're new. So one of the things that I want to start talking more about is how can we start awakening our consciousness or become more conscious, especially as a modern day woman that, we have like a busy life. We are always on the go. We have family. We have all these things. We have jobs, businesses, or a lot of things that require a lot of time and our attention. And it's so easy to look out, right? To find distractions, to get distracted, to always give to someone else, to put our time, energy, and effort into creating outside from us or giving, right? Putting out or consuming information or consuming content, music, movies, engaging in conversations that maybe are not fulfilling. And nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, we need to be aware that this is not helping us to become conscious, to have this spiritual awakening, to have this consciousness awakening, to actually elevate and understand that we are here for a bigger purpose than just like wake up, drink coffee, get ready, maybe throw a 5, 10, 20-minute workout and go to work or just be with the kids. And it makes me sad when I hear people say, like if I ask them or something like that, like, how are you? And I got some replies saying, same shit, different day. And I'm like, really? Like, is that it? Like, is that your life? And are you okay with that life? Right? Like, you can see it's like a very monotonous life, day to day, the struggle. And we get so distracted into the physical plane, just worrying about the problems, worrying about the bills getting paid, worrying about losing the extra pounds that we have, or I don't want to age. Oh my God, I don't want to turn 30, or just the day to day mundane physical problems, like human problems, and we forget to look inside. We forget to find who we truly are. And we are not this body. We are not these that you see, right? Like I am not this body. This is just my vehicle that came here, that my soul chose to come here and have this human experience and to accomplish the mission that I'm doing here, that I decided and agreed to come and serve. And also, we are not the mind. We are not our thoughts. We think that, oh my God, I hate myself because I'm this way and that way and I have these personality traits. You are not your personality. You are not your mind. You are not your program, your brain. You're not this body. And many people get so stuck into that, oh, I'm this beautiful woman, or I'm this, and I'm this race, and this color, and this age, and this name, and this last name, and this social status, that we forget to look inside and find out who we truly are. We are an extension from Source, from God. We are an extension from the universe, the big light, the source, whatever you want to call it. It has many different names and it's different for everybody. But at the end of the day, it's God, it's source. We forget, we get too distracted. In this nature, it's obvious, it's natural that because humans, the mind has the ego, we have all these feelings of, jealousy, happiness, greed. We have all these human emotions that we get so immersed into these emotions, we get so immersed into this physical life that we forget why we came here. And we forget to learn the lessons that we came here to learn. We forget the mission that we agreed to come and evolve and serve and give back, or the wounds that we came here to heal. And when you start looking inward, you're gonna have your consciousness and spiritual awakening. For many people, it happens like a different time if in their journey, and that depends on what level of soul are you. Are you more like an evolved soul? You have different lessons to come and learn and keep evolving. Or maybe you're like a younger soul that you still need to struggle a little bit. So that's why you came to planet Earth, to struggle a little more. And then, you know what? You evolved. But if you never at least try to look inwards and have some awareness of why the situations in your life are that way, then what a waste of lifetime, right? So we don't want to just waste all this time and effort. Like your parents did a great job in keeping you alive, and you made it all the way here. And don't make your old ancestors, your parents, all the effort they put to keep their lineage alive, don't make it like useless, like do something with it, with the chance and the opportunity you have here to come and do and awaken and evolve. So this is a school. Life is a school. We came to learn, we get to experience, and it's up to us if we decide that the challenges and the bad experiences that we came here, or the life situations that we came, or the families that we chose, it's up to us if we decide if that's going to define the whole lifespan that you have here. So let's say that you were born in a family that you're not proud of, or that abused you, or that you wish you had someone different as your parents or as family members. And yeah, that was, you chose that. But as a child, you had no option, right? Because you were like under their control or their nurturing or their care. But after you were an adult, like it's up to you to change your path, to change your mindset, your belief system, your identity, to evolve. And many people are 30, 40, and they still stuck in this past, talking about the people that are dead. Literally, like, let the people rest in peace. Let the souls are already in another journey, and they're still talking about how they hurt them, how much they abused them, how much it hurt. Well, you are still giving power to this deceased person, and take your power back to transform your life. Don't spend this whole like young life to complain about other people, become the victim, be the victim, and everybody's hurting me. So we need to, like, honestly, as a collective, rise or awareness or consciousness. And it's been, like when you're conscious and aware and you're woke, basically spiritually and consciously, sometimes it really hurts to see the people that are not doing the inner work, that are not consciously trying to awaken and not doing anything about it. And it hurts because you wish you can help, but at the same time, we understand it's not a journey to force people. Yes, I can spread the message, I can share it here on YouTube, I can, that's why I became a coach. So I can help a woman that want to, right? Because it's different when you want to and you try to get help, and you ask for help or you pay for help. And it's different that if I just give unsolicited advice, or I try to force someone into like become conscious, or try to see themselves as like a soul. And this is a very like long journey that of course takes effort and time and patience and understanding to really quiet your mind, look inwards. And many people are so afraid to look inside, because inside there is the childhood trauma, there is the wounds, there is the wounds that you received from your mom when you were in utero, there is the wounds that you felt, or that they were created when your dad left you, or from past relationships, or from past lives, or things that you don't like about yourself, right? Like your shadow side. And all of that, it's scary. It's scary to look in the mirror, to look inside. It's so easy to look outside and project everything and judge people and, like point fingers because you're the victim, and judge that person because that, and nobody's perfect. Because that is a distraction, right? You're just projecting all your insecurities and fears and hate, and you're just projecting because it's easier just to spit it out than quiet yourself, your mouth, your mind, and look inwards and start judging yourself with compassion, to understand why you are the way that you are, why you have the life circumstances that you have or that are showing up in your life, Why are you attracting the same type of pattern or same type of experiences? Like many times when I talk to clients or like some people, they always say, oh my God, I see a pattern. I don't understand why this showed up again, but with a different person or with a different circumstance. And I'm like, it's a pattern. It's an opportunity for you to decide to see the pattern, to see what's showing up, to see what's the lesson that you have to learn. Because if you don't move on, if you don't evolve, if you don't learn the lesson, it's going to keep showing up until maybe next lifetime. So we want to be aware that if you see a pattern, attack it, open it, don't be afraid. You have to ask for support spiritually and start working on it. I feel that right now there is a lot of like lonely people or depressed people because they're not connected. They're not connected to what they are, and what they are is source. So all this human life has created that disconnect or that like in between distance between God, source, and ourselves. And we need to look back and try to connect back to God, to universe, to source. And when we create this much distance, we feel disconnected, we feel depressed. And that's why we feel lonely, we feel depressed, we feel like we cannot connect to people. We feel that we always have to be surrounded with people because we don't like ourselves alone, right? I know many people like that they do not like themselves when they're alone. They'd rather be gathered with people, talking to multiple friends, be the party of the soul. No, you have to start learning to like yourself first. Find out who you are. What is your soul's purpose? Why you got here? Why are you here in this earth? What's the mission that you have? All of us have a mission. All of us have a journey that we need to evolve. All of us have something to learn and to give back, to teach and to heal. All the relationships that you have right now, there is a lesson that you need to learn with each relationship. Either is learning to be loved, to be more patient, to heal, to have compassion for this person, to let them be or to support this person. But you will never understand your relationship dynamics if you don't start looking inwards and finding out who you truly are. And it's a scary journey, but very rewarding. But what's more scary? Like staying stuck and staying in this 3D plane where everything is just like for the human body, like the desires, like eating, like sex, or just like these desires of like, I want to acquire these physical things and I want like money and I just want this and that. Like all of this is just in the 3D. There is way many more levels. There is 12 levels of dimension and we're barely in the 3D. So you need to start consciously awakening to start going to the 4D level, to the 5D level. And that's the goal as a collective. We need to collectively help each other to elevate the consciousness of the whole planet, of the whole like world. I feel like lately we're regressing as humans because we're very distracted. People are very distracted right now. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know what they are. And they're blaming everyone. They do not want to continue their bloodline, right? Like their bloodline ends with them. And for some people, that's fine, because they're very mature and they're like, hey, I don't want kids or whatever. But all these lost people, maybe in addictions, lost in like all these mundane 3D pleasures of life or feelings of life. Like, is that it? Like, you just cut the bloodline and you didn't come here to evolve and become this, like to ascend levels. And it's sad to see a lot of depressed, sad people, lost people. And I feel like together we can help each other. When you have your awakening, your spiritual awakening, your conscious awakening, and you start looking inwards, quieting the mind. That's why I always say meditation is key. And I was talking to a friend recently and she's like, but I don't know, like meditation, like, I hear all these things and I can quiet the mind. Yes, it takes practice like anything else. When you were born, you were not born walking or running or talking. It took months, even years to learn to talk, to learn to walk, to learn to run, to learn how to put your clothes on until like you were an older kid. So see, it took years. So To quiet the mind and finding who you are is going to be a whole journey. It's going to take time every day. Quiet the mind every day, trying to work on a trigger every day, trying to ask for support, getting to know who is God, getting to know who are your spiritual guides, getting to know and understanding that you're not this body, you're not your mind, you're not your feelings, you're not your personality, you're not the physical, like the country, the color, your consciousness, your light, and your energy, and that cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. So that means that you need to transform, evolve. Why am I here? Have you asked that question? I bet at least if you're human, you have to have asked that question at least once in your lifetime. Like, why am I here? What's the purpose of this lifetime? And one key that you can, start seeing is your surroundings. Just check your physical surroundings. Like, check your life status right now, the status quo of your life, the relationships you have, the money that you have, the lifestyle, the circumstances, the drama. In your exterior, it's always a reflection of what's inside. So if your exterior is drama, poverty, more drama, toxic relationships, crying a lot, complaining, people stabbing you in the back, you hurting people, or just like chaotic, chaos or depression or all of these things, then it's time to look inwards, because all of that, you have created it with your inside. What we create is what was in the mind first and in the subconscious. So that is constantly creating our reality. So you have to be savage and strong enough to look inside and say, hey, why do I have this experience right now? Why can I not maintain relationships? Why don't I have friends? Why I don't have money? Or why, like my family broke? Changes start inside. We cannot put and blame because he did that, my mom did that. No, start looking inside. They're in their own journey. Forget about, like who hurt you. You need to start forgiving, looking inside and trying to transform from the inside, so you can start transforming your reality. I'm going to be honest right here. It's not easy to accept that you're guilty, accept and take responsibilities of your actions, of your feelings. We cannot blame people. We cannot put that responsibility on someone else, because when you are conscious, you're going to understand that the other person is also in a journey. That person is also in a journey on their own. That's a soul that came here to evolve, to, take on their lessons. And it's not fair to put ourselves on their back, right? Or it's not fair if you pick up someone and try to fix someone's life when you forget about your mission. So just be conscious about that, start looking inwards. And some of the ways that you can start doing this, obviously, is mindfulness, trying to see why you act the way you act. It's like the saying that they say, think before you speak. Well, that's what you're going to do before you act, before you say something, before you make a decision. Being mindful of what your words are, what you're saying to people, how you're treating people. Also, of course, meditation. This is a way that you can really start looking inwards. Like when you pray, when you ask to God, universe, angel, source, you're asking, you're talking, right? Like you're asking, you're praying. But the way that you listen to God, to source, the way that you listen and discover who you are is through quieting your mind and just noticing. And that's meditation. So meditation, and also cultivating self-love, self-acceptance, knowing that we're just a soul that came here, we're in this journey. Have compassion with yourself for whatever level that you are right now in life, whatever phase or whatever struggle that you're going through, or if you're having a good life. Compassion. Hey, congratulate yourself. You made it this far. I'm very proud of you. Self-love, acceptance. Nobody's going to come save you. Nobody's going to come love you for you. When people see that you don't love yourself, they won't even try to love you. Okay? Everybody's so busy in their journey. You're the only one that can save your soul. You're the soul. Also connecting with nature. Connecting with nature, because I feel like everything right now is very synthetic, right? We have lights, we have internet, the lights, the microphone, Wi-Fi, we have controlled temperature inside our homes. If it's too hot outside, we turn the AC. Everything is like controlled, very like controlled environment. But when you go sit outside under the sun, that's nature, right? You're receiving the energy of the sun. Even if it's raining, like a couple of times I remember I took my daughter out and we were playing under the rain. It's no big deal. What's the worst that can happen? You get wet, okay, go dry. And that's it, right? Or take a shower after that. Who cares? But it's connecting with energy, connecting with the water. I love turning on my fire outside in the chimney. And I love because I have water here, the fire, the wind, the cold, trees, grass. Like we became so like, oh my God, I want to walk on the grass or the dirt. I don't want to get wet with the rain. It's nature, right? We're so comfortable like in controlled environments that are synthetic. So that's a way that you can go back to source. All of us are just an extension. Everything is just energy, is this from the same source. Plants energy is just from the same source at different densities. And also self-care, right? Self-care, I always talk about these with my goddesses, with my clients. Self-care, because we need to be in a state where we are happy, where we are taken care of, where we're nourished, where our cup is full. Otherwise, you're in survival mode because you're always giving, always doing. And when you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to have time to start looking inside, to start taking care of yourself inside. I'm not talking nails and hair, okay? That's basic 101. Like, no, we're talking inside. We're talking spirituality, consciousness. Self-care, it's meditation, healing your traumas, doing whatever type of therapy you have to do. Also, like managing your emotions, learning to manage and control your emotions, how you respond to people, emotional intelligence. Always like try gratitude. Gratitude is the big one. I feel like gratitude is why I'm here right now and what I have made it so far. Gratitude, right? Like always training your brain, always like trying to find that answers inside. And of course, always learning from the outside, right? We learn books, coaches, mentors, all of these things help us move, but also inside. Also, like, as I mentioned, gratitude, I feel like gratitude is the number one key for everything. I always wake up saying, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because today was an amazing day for my health, my baby. And I go down the list. And even right now, I'm very thankful for the weather. It's cold outside. I have this beautiful phone right here that I'm recording. And I'm just grateful and very thankful that I can share my message, that I have the possibilities to come here and share. And another thing is giving back. This me right here, the coachings that I do, the women that I help, everything that I put out there, the online courses, the classes, each video is me giving back. Me giving back from my overflow. So make sure, you can start practicing these things. And if you're interested in getting farther into your spiritual journey, I am a life coach. And one of the pillars that I coach around is that which is greater, or spirituality. And I can help you discover some of those things, go deeper into your consciousness, go deeper into your spirituality and your belief system. And I always provide a safe space, right? Because I'm your coach. I'm going to be that safe space where you can be yourself. This hour is just for you, your space. It's very confidential. And I can guide you through those things to get connected to your source, to your being, to your truth. Me as a coach, I don't teach you how to live life. I help you to get connected to your own truth. The answers are inside of you, and my job as a coach is just to guide you there. So that was it for today, ladies. All the coaching packages, I'm going to leave them in the description box below. For the rest of the month, which is this week, I have 20% off using the code GODDESS20, and you can get 20% off of any coaching package, any online course that you want. So if you want to start your journey in March or April, you're more than welcome to sign up or send me an email. If you have any questions, if you need like any more information about the courses or these coaching packages, I have 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And if you want a little more support, I have a 12-week coaching container. So all of that is down there. Thank you so much, my goddesses. And let me know if you want more of this content, because I feel that is definitely needed in nowadays. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.